Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I want to go through a multi-melta build for the heavy class to help you complete those hard daily and hard weekly stratagems in Space Marine 2 patch 11.1. Specifically, this week's weekly hard stratagem with modifiers such as depleted armor, where all squad members only have a single armor segment and no armor boosts are available. So we're going to dive right into the build, starting off with that primary weapon being the multi-melta. And I am going with the magazine capacity and firepower variant of this weapon. And we are going to start off the perk tree, building through the top row of this perk tree with increased capacity. The maximum ammo reserve of this weapon increases by 20%. We're then going to move into Elite Restoration. Killing Majoris level or higher enemy restores 10% of your maximum ammo reserve. Cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity. Cooldown is 30 seconds. And then we're going to choose Heavy Fire. While in Heavy Stance, fire rate increases by 15%. The reason I go with the magazine capacity variant of the multi-melta is because with this perk tree, we can actually build in rate of fire increase perks instead of going with the fire rate variant of the actual weapon. After that, we are going to take Heavy Immunity. While in Heavy Stance, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits. This perk specifically is going to help you, especially with CHP regen, contested health point regeneration. When you are going against Chaos, you are going to take a lot of chip damage from range damage output. So making sure that you don't lose control upon taking light or heavy hits from really any enemy while in your heavy stance is just going to make it a lot easier to get your contested health points back. And then we're going to take Executioner's Fire after finisher rate of fire increases by 25% for 5 seconds. And then we're going to take Heavy Might. While in Heavy Stance, you deal 15% more damage. And we are going to stack the perk Trick Shot on top of this. Killing 5 enemies with 1 shot restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 30 seconds. And Trick Shot is a very easy perk to get off, especially with all the Minoris enemies, Cultists, Zangors that you can actually proc this perk off with. So this is going to play into our armor restoration along with perks such as Restoration. Killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Instead of taking a perk like Multi-Kill, killing 5 or more enemies with 1 shot from a multi-melta restores ammo by 1. And that's why we choose the magazine capacity variant, because ammo boxes and ammo caches are going to be very limited, especially in hard stratagems. So making sure we have the maximum ammo capacity available for our weapon while building in perks that help restore our armor is the key to this build specifically. After Trick Shot, we are going to take the perk Heavy Might again, dealing 15% more damage while in Heavy Stance. And then we're going to take Death Strike. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy in melee combat, you deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds, and this perk will proc immediately off of just a straight up execution. So very powerful perk, 25% more damage for a long uptime of 10 seconds. And after that, we're going to take another increased capacity, increasing the ammo reserve by 20%. And lastly, we're going to take Divine Might, damage increases by 10%. For the secondary weapon, we are also going to take the magazine capacity variant of the Plasma Pistol. Plasma Pistol is going to be key for AoE gun strikes and also your CHP regen when your health is low. So taking the first perk being Plasma Collection to increase the energy reserve of this weapon by 20%, and then Rapid Cooling after killing 7 enemies in rapid succession. This weapon does not heat for 10 seconds, cooldown is 15 seconds, and then another Plasma Collection to increase by 20%. We're also going to stack Divine Might on top of that for a damage increase of 10%, and then Great Might, damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. Following that, we're going to take another Plasma Collection to increase the ammo reserve of this weapon, and then a Perpetual Velocity, shots charge 20% faster. And then we're going to take Efficient Charge shots from this plasma weapon, use 2 less energy. And lastly, we're going to take Perfect Cooling. After a perfectly timed dodge, the equipped weapon is completely cooled. So the main theme with both our primary and secondary weapon is we're increasing the ammo capacity of our weapons to make sure that even if an ammo cache or ammo box is not available, we have plenty of ammo to continually deal damage output. And like I said, we are going to be focusing a lot of our perks on armor restoration versus ammo restoration. So that first perk for the actual character perk tree is going to be that perk Restoration. Like I said, the second perk is going to be Fortitude, health increases by 30%. And then the third perk is going to be Overwhelming Power. When Iron Halo is active, all squad members within 10 meters deal 10% more damage. This is going to play into especially our actual heavy perk, being when Iron Halo is active, all squad members within 50 meters take 10% 10% less damage from ranged attacks. So not only do we get a range damage reduction, but we get a range damage output from our squad members within 10 meters as well. For the team perk, we are going to take Encompassing Aegis. All squad members take 25% less damage from range attacks, so that's going to be an overall 35% range damage reduction with Encompassing Aegis, and this specifically against Chaos is very, very good because a lot of Chaos enemies deal range damage output like Enlightened Zangors, Rubric Marines, even the snipers as well. So making sure we have a lot of range damage reduction is a key theme here. We're going to take Encompassing Aegis over Bonds of Brotherhood, specifically too, because taking Bonds of Brotherhood is more so of a reactionary perk to thinking or having the thought process that, oh, if my team members go down or die, I can get them back to full health, versus let me build for more range damage reduction to keep my teammates alive for the majority of the match. After that, we are going to take Adamant Will. After Iron Halo deactivates, you take 20% less health damage for 10 seconds, and then we're going to take Obdurate Bastion. Iron Halo's durability increases by 20%. The increased durability of this perk is actually going to help a lot with taking or reducing the damage of Hellbrute plasma cannon shots, sniper shots, Zangor spear shots, all of those sort of things, to keep our Iron Halo up for as long as possible when we do have it active. After that, we are going to take Brute Force. When Iron Halo is in cooldown, range damage increases by 15%. And for the signature perk, I took Conversion Field. When Iron Halo is active, all squad members within 20 meters regenerate ability charge 50% faster. You could also take the perk Offensive Capability. When active, Iron Halo deals damage over time to all enemies within 5 meters. This is very helpful, especially when you are in close proximity to a lot of those enemies that when that chip damage is active against like Rubric Marines or Terminators, it can knock them into an incapacitated state. But for this perk specifically, Conversion Field, this is very, very helpful, especially if you're playing with players that play as Tactical or Bulwark, to allow them to get off more Auspex scans, more banners, to allow your team to get more benefit out of those specific team perks or their specific character perk. So taking Conversion Field here, especially when you're playing with a very, very solid team, is very, very helpful to allow them to get off, Auspex scan to deal more damage, especially against Terminus level enemies and Extremis level enemies, or banners to help you regenerate your health or your armor whenever possible. And then into the prestige perks, we are going to take the first perk being Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This is a very, very powerful perk, especially with the modifier depleted armor, because your armor is going to be gone a lot of the time, having only one single armor segment. So being able to get a 25% less health damage reduction for 10 seconds is very, very important. And then we're going to take Indomitable Spirit. While performing a gun strike, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. Just stacking additional no knockback onto our character, especially after a gun strike. And then we're going to take Duelist. Perfect parry and perfect block windows increase by 25%. This is just going to allow us to parry a little bit easier, especially because Heavy does have a balanced parry window compared to a fencing or block parry window. So taking this is going to help increase that parry window to allow us to actually parry incoming attacks when possible. And then for the last perk, we are going to take Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of Extremis level or higher enemies restore your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine. So that's going to be the entire build for the heavy class and the multi-melta. This is definitely a super powerful build to allow you to get in close to enemies, wipe out Minor's hordes very quickly. The multi-melta also does cause stagger on Majoris, Extremis, and even Terminus level enemies. So very, very powerful build overall to help you complete those hard daily and hard weekly stratagems. If you guys like content like this, make sure you like the damn video and subscribe. And here's some gameplay of me completing this week's weekly hard stratagem with this specific build. So I do hope you enjoy.
Passage is the fastest way. Look for an elevator. Lockdown sector. Iron Halo ready. Eliminate. Intercepting projectiles. None under my protection. Very disciplined. Destroy. Erupted in Iron Halo online.
Praise the Emperor that the battle has not damaged the lift. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
The path through that tomb will take us towards our destination. Refilling magazines. Calibrate your aim, brother. Destruction required. Friendly fire.
Imagine the stories of those whose bodies rest in this place. Something is not right here. The darkness itself has been made toxic. If that relic repels the darkness, it repels its ill effects. We bring it with us.
Be warned, brothers. The weight of this relic will slow me in and out of combat.
Brilliant, Talassa, report.
I will like our initial path was obstructed, but we are continuing towards the objective.
Purity is all around us. We will resist.
I will hold the relic. Let us depart.
I grow weary in this darkness.
This darkness will
Contact ready.
This light is the only thing that close the dark. Stay close, brothers.
Target team online. Preparing disciplinary practice meeting.
The relic somehow restored. This darkness will overwhelm us unless we stay close to the light.
Ruinous power.
This light is the only thing that pierces the dark. Stay close, brothers.
Brothers, I am again ready for battle.
Iron Halo ready.
Something in the light cleanses the corruption.
Greetings, Masters. All control systems have encountered an error and have been disabled. Reactivating liturgical consoles is necessary to reset controls.
With more light, we can activate the consoles without interference from the dark.
Beginning console activation. Interaction with liturgical console terminated. Minister has left the area.
Connecting to a console.
Liturgical console reawakened. Blessings granted.
The relic must remain with the altar while we work. Deploy heretic countermeasures.
found a console to
Terminal
awaken.
console is out of reach. The terminal console engaged. System restoration initiated. All the terminal consoles have been restored. Obstruction has been cleared.
We continue to our course. Intelligence that must be clear. The relic's light will still be of use against this corrupt darkness. We shall bring
Afflicted brother request support. Brother support protocol engaged. Friendly fire. Thousand shot. Brother, enhanced tactics ready.
I will not yield.
Obtaining armaments. Victory for the
Space
Imperium
deep
long.
scan ready.
Ready for next encounter. Packing up equipment.
Stay close and sharp.
The darkness is behind us. We continue to the device.
While our brothers fight back against the traitors, we will carry to the place. Just death for a betrayal.
Enhanced tactic ready.
Your presence here changes nothing. You cannot stop the great changer of ways.
Stimcash here. The altars control the land.
Emperor's
We
might
must
will
disrupt them
crush
to
you
cross.
and your foul beliefs. Stubborn to the end.
Our presence here rotates these lands.
You keep close to
The ground itself betrays you.
cannot make it to the fresh munitions.
The lands turn. This is how we reach the traitor.
We keep close to this altar. When the land lines up, we advance.
We will not be stopped.
The lands remain
We
too far
will not
apart.
be overcome.
The lands are in
Head to the
position.
next altar. Be ready. The land rotates around us,
We need an
brothers.
island to be closer
This is
to
how
us.
we reach our foe.
Lies
Stay close to the altar until the lands are aligned.
Our way to the next island is clear.
That was the last altar. Let us deal with the viral sorcerers.
agonizing, but your restoration will be splendid.
This shield will only delay your defeat. This traitor has called forth orbs corrupted by the war.
The orbs empower this shield. Focus attacks on them. Confirmed. Orb destruction has lowered the shield's integrity. More targets remain. Hold attack. Wait for visible targets. Eliminate the Rubicon. This is but a taste of true divinity. Your deaths will be agonizing, but your restoration will be splendid. The enemy is vulnerable. Purge the sorcerer. You fought. We fought. Not disappointed. Cult is pacified. Traversal report. Our mission is done.